Okay, we're looking at problem 57 on page 31 from lesson 1-4. And it says solve each equation for x. So I have b times 5px minus 3c equals a times aqx minus 4. Now I've written it, well, did I write it? No, I didn't write it on my whiteboard. Let me write that on my whiteboard right now. So I have 5b, I'm sorry, that's not what I have. I have b times 5px minus 3c equals a times qx minus 4. Now let me warn you first that the answers can be a variation of each other. So I might not get the exact same answer as what's in the back of the book because it might be a variation, meaning that my signs might be flipped, but it's the same answer, but it's a variation of that answer. So let's go ahead and work this out. So the first thing I'm going to do is distribute. So I'm going to get 5bpx minus 3bc equals aqx minus 4a. Alright, so now I'm going to move all of my x terms to one side and all of my other terms to the other. So I'm going to subtract this aqx from both sides. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and add this 3bc to both sides. And when I do that, I get 5bpx minus aqx equals 3bc minus 4a. So now I'm going to factor. I'm going to pull out my x over here. So I get x times 5bp minus aq equals 3bc minus 4a. Divide both sides by 5bp minus aq. So that it cancels out over here. I'm going to have to erase some of this up here. Remember, it's a video, so you can go back if you missed something. And I get x equals 3b minus 4a all over 5bp minus aq. Now, the back of the book, I will address this. The back of the book instead says x equals 4a minus 3. Oops, I forgot a c here. 3bc all over aq minus 5bp. So if you notice, it's the exact same answer except for my answers are flipped around. I've multiplied by a negative. So that means they might have moved their x's to the right-hand side instead of moving it to the left-hand side like me. But this is the exact same answer because if I was to multiply mine by -1, my signs would all change and I can switch everything around. Now, one extra thing that I need to take into account is my denominator. My denominator cannot equal 0. So let's say 5bp minus aq cannot equal 0. So I'm going to add aq to both sides. And I get 5bp cannot equal aq. So I hope this helps.